So we are going to Sumeria? To Sumeria? I guess? Hi, Kafra.
Perfect. It's you two. I have a commission here that has your names written all over it. In fact, I'd even go so far as to say you're the only ones for the job.
The only ones for the job? Huh. If our help is really that important, it's probably some Archon class commission, right?
But sure, we're happy to take this on. Which Archon do you need us to deal with today? We're just like, whatever.
The Adventurers Guild doesn't employ that kind of classification system. In fact, this commission is also probably not nearly as intimidating as what you're expecting. All it asks us to do is to
I haven't changed my hair. The color is just like every time you wash it, it just like gets lighter. That's how color works.
Huh? Then why did you say we were the only ones for the job?
I came across this commission while reviewing our backlog not too long ago.
As the cherry blossom pink, that is not pink and not cherry blossom.
Efforts to complete it have all ended in failure,
It's
despite
just hair
attempts
color.
by several accomplished and renowned adventurers. With the reputation of the Adventurers Guild and the performance of the Sumeru branch at stake, it's in our best interest to assign this commission to the adventurer with the highest completion rate over the past few years.
Oh.
Well, that's us for sure.
Hey, I 100%ing this game. It's better be me. But I can't guarantee we'll be able to complete it either.
All I'm asking is for you to give it your best shot.
Okay.
If it proves
Move
to
on.
be beyond your capabilities as well, I'll talk to the commissioner about canceling the commission.
Okay, so who are we looking for? And what is it about this commission that's made it so hard to complete?
This commission was jointly issued by the residents of Vimara Village. They say one of their own villagers has gone missing.
Oh no.
But the problem is,
the auto isn't
they
on.
don't know the missing person's name.
That's the reason.
They can only provide information about his general appearance.
Wait, what?
They're all from the same village, but they don't even know his name?
Yeah, I'm like, what?
If so many adventurers have failed to complete this commission, maybe this missing villager doesn't exist at all. Could it be some sort of a prank or something?
Unlikely. Several villagers came by to issue the
Not
commission.
that much. Food is actually
And judging
very,
by
very
their
cheap.
appearance and tone of voice, they seemed incredibly sincere. It certainly didn't seem like a joke to them. Besides, putting up a commission requires a processing fee. There aren't many upsides to a prank that costs Mora to carry out.
True, that would be a little strange.
In any case, it would probably be best to go to Vimara Village and ask around first.
Sure.
The Adventurers Guild does have some information on hand, but I would say anything you can learn directly from the villagers would be far more reliable. The best way to avoid misdirection is to go to the source.
I
Alright
guess.
then, let's go! I'm starting to get really curious about this whole thing.
Give me a hot second. I'm so sorry. Wait, my gun. Is it working again? Oh, my contact lens today is just like not wanting to work together with me. I'm so sorry. Okay, but it's back where it belongs again. So we have to go the Mara village. Oh, it's this village. The weird, strange village. Hi, Andy. Welcome,
To Vimara
welcome.
Village! Why don't we talk to some of the villagers to learn a little bit more about the missing guy? If this can...
Hello there.
Hi.
You looking to buy something?
No.
I do business in this area.
Actually, the
We're
opposite.
adventurers! Catherine sent us to look into a commission here in Vimara Village.
Ah, so you're here about that then.
Yeah.
You're not the first, that's for sure. We've certainly made a lot of trouble for you all. To be honest, we aren't holding out much hope. Many adventurers have made their way out here, confident they'd be able to help us, only to leave soon after with nothing to show for their efforts. We've pretty much had it up to here in questions, and the area around the village has practically been overturned in search of clues. But no one has been able to make any headway.
So, this person we're looking for, what's his name? Where did he live? Does he have any relatives?
I don't know. I really have no clue. I couldn't tell you.
So how did these guys even
Really sick of
notice that
answering
someone
questions.
is missing?
I'm sorry. I
Like, you
didn't
know?
mean to sound short with you. I was actually just giving you my answer to your questions.
Is there anything else you can
I
tell
know
us?
it may seem like we don't have anything to offer by way of information, but I promise you, we all have a very strong impression of him. When you live in the same village as someone, you develop a lot of memories together, you know? We just don't
Yeah,
know the
apparently you
specifics.
don't.
Maybe we did at one point, but that information is long gone by now. At least that's what everyone in the village seems to think. We've all exchanged what we know, and that was the only logical conclusion.
Alright, specifics aside then, what kind of person was he?
Young guy, in his early 20s probably.
Okay.
Incredibly kind sort of person, always willing to lend a helping hand. I'd chat with him when I didn't have any customers. I even saw him stick out his neck for
Ina,
others on more
hi,
than one occasion.
welcome.
Very interesting guy, that one.
Now that you've started talking about him, you don't seem nearly as down in the dumps as you did before. Seems like he left a pretty good impression on you.
But of course, everyone in the village is pretty fond of him. We wouldn't.
And
have
yet you
issued their
don't
commission
remember
otherwise.
him? It's
There aren't many young people
What is
like him
happening?
nowadays. So genuine and pure. To think that he just up and disappeared one day. I just hope nothing bad happened.
Could he have just moved away without telling anyone?
that would be kind of rude though.
No, he's not the type to leave without saying goodbye. And anyway, moving away without being seen by a single person in the village, there's no way he would have been able to manage that.
Huh.
I mean, he could
Alright,
maybe do
thanks
that
for
in the middle of the
information.
night.
We're gonna go ask around some more.
Oh my. Okay. How are you doing, Bina? Anything fun planned for the weekend? We have to go over there. Hey! If I fall down here. Because shit is getting triggered.
Is that guests I hear?
Yeah.
Amadea, we're here to help you look for the guy that's gone missing.
Ah, so that's what brings you to these parts. Coming all this way for our sake. That's so very kind of you.
Don't mention it.
With your help, I trust that young
I'm just
man's
coming here
case
because I'm
is
getting
in good
paid for
hands.
it.
Could you tell us a bit about him?
Of course. I'm happy
You
to
don't
help
want to?
any way I can.
Well, why?
With my
That
failing
sounds fun.
eyesight, I'm afraid I can't offer much about his appearance. But I do remember hearing the sound of his voice. Not recently, of course. That loss has left me feeling quite empty. I don't think his parents are still living in the village. But somehow he never seemed lonely. In fact, he was usually the one offering companionship to others. He would often take time to visit the
I was
elderly.
like, don't
or
freeze.
play with the orphans
Please.
in the village. And whenever someone had something on their mind, he was there to listen with open ears. He always knew just what to say. As the village chief, I owe him many thanks. Helping villagers navigate difficult moments in their lives should have been one of my responsibilities. But he was often the one rising to the occasion.
Wow. He seems like such a nice and gentle person. No wonder his disappearance affected you all so much.
Yeah, but like when he was this nice and this gentle and this loved by everyone, how did everyone forget about him? Like,
I'm ashamed to admit it, but I just can't remember. No matter how you look at it, I should know those things.
yeah.
But for some reason, no matter how hard I try to remember, the information just doesn't come. Perhaps my age really has caught up with me this time.
It's okay. There's no need to force yourself to try and remember. We'll figure something out.
Will we? Will we though?
Well, Traveler, what do you think?
There is probably more to this case than meets the eye.
I don't think so too. Like, the name thing. It's so weird that no one remembers his name.
Yeah.
And nobody has been able to tell us anything about his family or where he lived. It's like this guy's been erased from reality or something.
He's someone who's only exists in people's mind. If this is fucking Daneslav.
Wait.
But that would make no
So you're saying
sense.
it's not that he's been erased, necessarily, but more like he never existed to begin with?
And you know. Also, hi, Duffy.
Okay, Paimon's gonna need some time to process that one. Someone who only exists in people's memories?
Could it be like what happened with Greater Lord Rukadewara? Like some sort of mass alteration of people's memories?
You two are the adventurers who just arrived, right? You're here
No.
for the Vamara Village Commission?
No, we're not.
Yep, sure are. We were just looking into the case.
I'm so glad to hear that. Thank goodness you haven't given up. I've been
just
so worried the Adventurers Guild
started.
might cancel our commission. My name is Atosa, by the way. I grew up here in Vamara Village. Anyway, I just wanted to say, please keep searching for a missing villager. I'm begging you. You have to find him.
I will certainly try our best.
Yeah, no need to worry. We'll give it our best shot. So, were you close to the missing villager? Are there any leads you can give us?
I'm not sure this counts as a lead, but follow me. There's a place I'd like to show you.
Okay. Oh my god, I haven't played this game in so long. I need to... Oh my god, I saw a discussion on TikTok. If you hold your controller, if you play any video game with your controller, where is your thumb? Like, where do you... The left one is probably on the left stick. But where are you placing your right thumb? Because I saw a discussion about this and I was just like, I'm not doing this or this. I'm actually doing something else with my thumb. I was just like thinking of like seeing, because there was like only 2 answers on that discussion poll over on TikTok. And I was like, it's neither of those 2 things. Neither. So I'm curious, where are you placing your thumb? Because mine is always in between the right stick and the X button. So I can use my right stick, but I can also technically push down on the X with like not my thumb up here, but my thumb like here. So I can like do both at the same time. So I was just curious, because the answer on that poll was mostly people have it on the right stick, but you don't always need the right stick. And what do you do if you like need the buttons? And like some people were like, no, I'm always having it on the X button. I was just like, I have it neither. It's neither here nor there. It's right in the middle for like every eventuality that I need. So I was just curious about that.
Is this the place? Under this tree?
Yep. I know it doesn't look like
Yeah, a lot of
much,
people have
but
it
this
on the
place is
stick.
very meaningful to
And
me.
I don't. I always rested
So
in
full of
between those
memories.
things.
We used to
Like,
always sit
subconsciously.
together under this tree and talk. Sometimes we would look up at the clouds in the sky or stop to feel the wind against our skin. We could sit there for hours at a time, never realizing how long it had been. I was actually adopted by the people of Vamara Village. The forest rangers found me in the woods as a child. I was surrounded by such good people, and growing up in the village was so lively. Still, there were times when I couldn't help but feel incredibly alone.
Alone?
Is she remembering the person?
How should
though?
I put it? When something's bothering you, or when you have good news to share, you always want to talk about it with somebody. But for the longest time, I didn't know who I could talk to, or if I should say anything at all. Everyone has their own problems to deal with. Even if I might want to confide in others, I don't want to become a burden.
I think I get what you mean.
Really? You know exactly how I feel.
Oh, this is the same thing. Okay, I used to have someone like that, a family member that I could talk to no matter what. But now I have a lot of friends who understand me and will be happy to hear me out.
Aww.
Wow, that sounds really nice.
Yep.
You're quite lucky. When it comes to a
Arguable.
missing villager, well,
But okay.
I guess you could say that to me. He felt like both a family member I could rely on and a friend who could really understand me. No matter what came my way, I knew I could always talk to him. He was so thoughtful and pure, and patient too. Whenever I talked to him, he would always seem so interested, as if the things I was describing were just as important to him as they were to me. Ever since he disappeared, there's been so much I wanted to tell him. No, none of those things matters now. I just really want to see him again.
Wow. You two must have been really close. Did he ever tell you anything about himself?
He mostly just talked about interesting things he saw around the village.
Oh.
He'd share a lot of his own wild ideas as well. Oh, right! I did ask him about his parents once. But all he said was, they're not here anymore. I didn't know whether that meant they had left the village or passed away, and I didn't want to pry.
Still
Understandable.
not much to go off of.
Look at me. Talking your ear off and still nothing to show for it. I'm sorry I wasn't more help.
No, don't say that.
The last time I talked this much in one go was when we were still together. Come to think of it, every time we talked, it always seemed to be around dusk, just like right now. Time always passed by really slowly. Even when it felt like we'd been talking for hours, the sun would still be at the same position in the sky.
Well, time always seems to pass slower when you're relaxed, right? What's wrong, Traveler?
It was always the same time of day, and the time never seemed to pass. Based on what we've learned, this is definitely not a regular missing persons, guys. What Atosa just told us about time could be the key to unraveling this whole mystery. Oh.
Hey, look at those hilly trails over there. Doesn't it seem like they're acting a little strange?
They're having an argument! It happens!
The Abyss Order. Could they be the ones behind all of this?
Oh.
Uh-oh, we've been spotted! Quick, get ready to fight!
Wait, maybe let's talk! Oh no. Okay. Let's not talk. I see. Oh, I wasn't in Sumeru in a long time. I did not hear the battle theme in a while. Oh, more of you. I love that. Can I? Hello. There we go. That's the wrong one. Wait, sorry. No dark only fight, apparently.
Worthless.
Come here.
Worthless.
Worthless indeed.
Thank you so much.
Don't mention
I
that.
wasn't expecting monsters to show up. If you hadn't been here, I'm not sure what I would have done.
Hopefully
No
run
trouble.
as quick as possible. The question we should be asking now is, what is the... Oh, no. Can you calm down from... No. You come down? No. Hey, go down. Hey, you're a little idiot. Come down there. My goodness. No. Sorry. My cat decided the best place for him is in the middle of my book collection, which, spoiler alert, it's not the best place. What's the episode doing around here?
Now that I think about it, the healing trolls around Vilmara village have been a lot more active lately.
Oh,
They seem
that would be
agitated and would
important
often attack
information.
anything in sight. Chief Amadea doesn't allow the children to play in the area around the village anymore.
Maybe the Abyss Order really is involved. Well, we should head back and check out the situation in
Sorry.
Vilmara village just in case. If the Abyss Order is plotting something that could spell trouble for the villagers.
Okay, more cutscenes, never mind.
Wait a second. That person, it's Dainslev!
Look at him go.
Ah, it's you two.
Oh, a friend of yours?
Kind
Well, I'll leave you all to it then. I should head back to the village and check up on Chief Amadea and the others anyway. Well, see you later.
Bye.
Yep, see you later, Atosa!
Okay, I guess that answers the question if he was
Why
the
do you always
missing
have to
person.
pop up out
Did
of
the
nowhere
missing
like that?
person turn
Is it
into a
your
hill
life's
troll?
mission to jump scare us or something?
It's hardly personal, or intentional for that matter. As long as you and I are both in pursuit of the Abyss Order, we're bound to cross paths.
Ah, so you're here to investigate the Abyss Order then. That would explain the monsters you were fighting just now.
Naturally. Hold on. Are you not here for the same purpose?
We're also here on their tail, but I'll admit we run into them on accident.
No matter. It may have taken you a while to catch on, but I'm sure you've also realized by now that there's something strange about this place. The Abyss Order
Eventually?
is most certainly planning something in this area. Or worse, their plan could already be in motion.
So you think the Abyss Order is behind the hilly trail activity in the area?
As things stand, I highly doubt that is their primary motive. I would imagine the increased hilichurl activity is merely a byproduct of whatever it is they're really trying to accomplish.
Still, the hilichurl activity is causing a lot of problems for the people here. We should stick around for a while and protect the village, don't you think?
The best way to protect them is by figuring out what the Abyss Order is truly planning. That is how we prevent further tragedy.
Well, let's see what more we can learn from the village. Okay.
And you shall have them. I never intended to hide anything from you. Don't worry.
Yeah.
There should be ample time to talk.
Arguable. Arguable. You return to Vilmara village to gather intel based on something. Based on whatever.
Ah. So that was the commission that brought you here to Vimara village. Someone who seems to only exist in people's memories. That is indeed quite intriguing. I would agree that it's unlikely you have a simple missing persons case on your hands. However,
Obviously,
any possible connection to the Abyss Order is still unclear. It appears all we have by way of clues is increased hilichurl activity, and that is certainly not much to go off of.
Well, how about the intel you promised me?
Right! That mysterious voice she heard in her brother's memory. The one who called himself a sinner. Who is he?
That quest is so long ago.
Traveler, let me ask you this.
Yes?
Do you believe your sibling to have betrayed you?
No, I want to have faith in him.
I sense hesitation in your words.
No, I didn't hesitate.
After all, you still haven't figured out the whole truth of what happened. There's still hope for the two of you to reconcile. Irreparable damage has not yet been done. The sinner you wish to know about, his situation is different. He and his fellow sinners have long betrayed me, and long betrayed their nation. His name is Vedderfolnir, the
Gesundheit.
Visionary. I'm loath to admit it, but
Does Genshin think
he
I
is
will
also
remember
my
that
kin,
name?
my older brother.
Your brother?
What? What happened in Conria back then?
There were 5 of them. The 5 sinners of Conria.
Okay.
The wise Roptatir. The visionary Vedderfolnir. Gold Rhindaughter. The foul Sertologi. And Rehir of Solnari.
It's not how you pronounce that word, but fine.
No matter how eroded my memory may become, I will never forget their names. One day, I shall have my vengeance.
Wait, some of those names sound really familiar. Rhindaughter is the one who created Albedo.
Oh.
Sertologi is Skirk's master. And the one we just learned about, Dane's brother, Vedderfolnir. If he was the voice of the sinner, then the one who inspired Clothar to create the Abyss Order was him.
Somehow everything is connected, absolutely. If that's true, then the stone slate we found in that ruin in Fontaine, the ones that outlined Fontaine's prophecy, that was likely Vedderfolnir's doing as well.
They were once people of great esteem in Conria. Those who carried the hopes of the nation. They were the best of their peers, outstanding in their respective fields. 6 of us, together. We should have been the ones to prevent the disaster. The ones to stop the Vinster King from continuing to rock the foundation of the world. Yet, deep within, the 5 of them craved something more. They could not resist the call of the Abyss, and divided among themselves a power that could destroy the world. So they became sinners, but also transcendent beings, each in possession of world-shattering power. And when the cataclysm occurred, not one of them stood up in defense of their nation. Not one came forward to prevent the tragedy, and for that, they shall never have my forgiveness.
Yeah. Hi, Fino. And my sibling came into contact with your brother.
Indeed. If they are not stopped, the day is sure to come when they will also betray the entire world.
Look, if someone is redeeming the Kigurumi, I'm just gonna tell them I'm not gonna put it on. Look, I have that much power over here. I'm just gonna tell them, hey, sorry, nope, I'm not putting it on. If they are not stopped today, it sure is when they also betrayed. Okay. Thank you for telling me.
Of course. As I said, I never intended
Thank you for telling
to
me
hide
and confusing
anything
me,
from
I
you.
guess.
So, Dane, what have you been looking into all this time?
I have
I've
all the power
continued
over
to
here.
investigate the questions
All
surrounding
of
the
her.
Loom of Fate. It's been quite some time since the initial operation was launched. By retrieving the eye of the first field tiller, we were able to stop part of their plan from coming to fruition.
Oh, Paimon remembers! Weren't they going to use it to corrupt Osial and make a god or something?
Indeed. However, it's obvious
That was a
just
plot
some
line.
sort of technical experiment. The eye was integral to their plan, yet somehow, despite failing to obtain it, they've skipped the experimental phase and found some other way to keep moving forward. There are many signs pointing to that effect.
Then, what should we do? It's not too late, is it?
Our most pressing concern is to determine the purpose of the Loom of Fate. From there, we'll be able to deduce the Abyss Order's true objective. Based on the intel I've gathered so far, I suspect the Loom of Fate is related to the ley lines in some way.
The ley lines?
Traveler,
The ones I'm
you
not
were
doing.
able to observe your siblings' memories last time, yes? I believe that was due to the fact that the ley lines in that area were unstable. My recent investigation has shown that Abyss Order activity in a particular area is usually followed by a series of issues with the ley lines.
So they're fucking the ley lines over. Also, my flat would be alright if I wouldn't have like literally a heater next to me and light in my fire. It's not the best combination if it has like over 30 degrees outside to have like this in the closest vicinity of you guys. And one of the things that flows through the ley lines are memories. Controller!
Wait, then our commission here in Vimara Village. The person who seems to exist only in people's memories. Could it be connected?
Oh, the memory thing. Memories, ley lines, the loom of fate. The missing person that doesn't seem to exist. What's the connection between all this?
It's certainly possible. I'll join your investigation tomorrow. This missing persons case could very well turn out to be the key to unraveling these mysteries.
Oh.
Well, if we're teaming up with Dane
There's a
again,
cup.
we're gonna need all the energy we can get. Let's try investigating somewhere a little further away tomorrow.
Is being a pancake, look at him. Will you, babe? He needs his summer haircut. I really need to go on and do his summer haircut.